श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदाहृति श्रीवासरङ्गपरकालमुनित्रयाप्तलक्ष्मात्मरक्षणयतिद्वयुगागमान्तम् आचार्यभक्तिपरिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपालदेशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः। पराशरमुनिं वन्दे गतपौर्वान्निकक्रियं मैत्रेयपरिपप्रज्य पणिपद्याभिवाद्य च. So we have been enjoying sage Parashara's narration of the Purana Ratnam, the gem of all Puranas, Vishnu Puranam. We are fortunate to come across this and have a blessing of this wonderful Puranam. So when Parashara Maharishi was talking about Bhanasura Vadam, the Indra, the Satyabhama, the Parijata tree which was brought down, Narakasura Vadam, all that simply declares the Paratvam of Krishna, the unparalleled supremacy of the Lord Krishna. So sage Maitreya and sage Parasara were so much enjoying and rejoicing the supremacy of the Lord, their darling favorite Lord Sriman Narayana. So Maitreya wanted to know further if there is any anecdotes in Krishna Avataram, because that's the Avataram which is supposed to be Paripurna Avataram, where we see both the Paratvam as well as the Saulabhyam are declared and reflected to us. Both the supremacy as well as the easy accessibility of Krishna to each one of us is reflected there. So he wanted to know more, Maitreya. So if there is anything more, can you please tell that? And then he starts off with, there is one particular incident called Paundraka Vasudeva. There was a place by name Paundrakam, they say. Also it is called Karusha. So the king of that country was called Paundraka, or his name was Vasudeva, and he was completely arrogant. He was so proud about his valor, his being the king of that particular state, city, or his country, whatever, the Desham. So the people who were like their sycophants, those who were licking his feet, they went and told this person that you are not an ordinary king. You are none other than Mahan Paravasudeva, the Vasudeva himself. You are like the Vishnu himself. I think you have taken avataram as Vasudeva. And so you are that Vasudeva, you are that Lord. They started praising him. And obviously, who is not getting succumbed to those praises? So there is no branch for Vishnu. There is no branch office or branch shop for Krishna. But here is one branch which is coming out as fake. So he declared everybody in his kingdom that he is that Vasudeva himself. And so he assumed that he is the Lord. So then he came to know through someone that actual Vasudeva Krishna has appeared in the Ayar Kulam and is now in Dwaraka. He has killed Kamsa and the Asuras and Rakshasas. So he came to know of it. So he was wanting to ensure that he is the unparalleled one. And he has to get rid of this Krishna, this Vasudeva, who has appeared as Krishna, who has taken the Krishna avatar. And this Vasudeva, Paundraka Vasudeva, the one who belongs to Paundrakam, This Paundraka Vasudeva, the fake one, has manufactured, has arranged to fabricate a shank, a chakram, a gada, a shargam, all that panchayidams, and he added 2 more wooden hands on his shoulder to have a chaturbhujam. So he had 1 peacock feather on his head. He wanted to pose that he is Krishna. So he became a laughing stock for Dwaraka people. So, and he sent a messenger to Krishna that you are not real, I am the real. And so he sent the messenger a letter, give it to Krishna. Let him read and get to know who is real. So when Balarama had gone to Vrindavan, Paundraka Vasudeva, Paundraka he sent a messenger to Dwaraka. And Krishna was in the Dwaraka, the kingdom, the assembly hall, along with his grandfather Ugrasena, also along with his father Vasudeva. So Paundraka's messenger came there. He said, O king, I brought a message for you from my king Paundraka of Karusha or Paundraka Vasudeva. I am just the carrier of the message. And remember, they are not my words. So the messenger also knows who is real and who is fake. So he said, these are not my words and I am only a messenger. Having assured himself that he would not be killed for the words which are in the letter, he was about to speak, reading the message. You are going about Krishna, you are going about saying, you are the Vasudeva, the avatara of Lord Sriman Narayana. You are the one who has the Chaturbhujam, Shankha Chakram and all that. Forget, you are only a magician. Abandon that thought at once, immediately. Get rid of it. I am the real Vasudeva. Like children call each other king, you are the police, I am the police, you are the thief. And the thief also wants to say, I am the police, you are the thief. So the children play, everybody wants to play a good role. So like that you are playing. They play, someone has called you by this name probably during the play, and you assume that you are an incarnation of Vishnu, Narayana. But you are not. Someone has called you so. In your foolishness, you have begun to believe it. Actually, I am the real avatar. So, it's not during these days we get such people. Those days also we get such people. He said further, I have been born to be the Amritam of all human beings. I have taken this avataram to give relief to all human beings. As for you, you must give up the name Vasudeva. You are only a cowherd boy, that's all. You seem to be wearing the Shankha Chakram and Chaturbhujam, all that. Other things which actually belong to me, and it should be only to me. I have taken patented copyrights for that. Surrender yourself to me and to all my things. Surrender, give all my things to me. And I will take mercy on you. I take pity on you. This is only a game. So get rid of the game, stop playing this game, and you realize that I am the avatara, get to know. Otherwise, you have to meet me in a fight. Like that he mentioned. He said, and the moment he said that, the messenger read out the message, the whole assembly hall was roared with laughter. Everybody laughed with their ribs paining. They laughed. Holding both the sides, they laughed. They had tears in their eyes laughing. So the laughter only greeted the words of messenger and the words of Paundraka. Krishna joined in that laughter, and finally he composed himself and said, "O messenger, I pity on you. You thought I will get angry with you, right? Because of the words of your foolish king, Paundraka. And so you asked me to assure you that I will not hurt you or kill you. No, no, no. I am grateful to you for the role you are playing. You are doing your duty. We have never laughed so much in our life as we have laughed today. Thanks for that. You made all our BP down. Now I will give you a message to be taken to your king. And this is the message. You fool. You have acquired some stupid chakra, discus. You have fabricated and other things. And you dare to call yourself Sriman Narayana. Now, there is a slokam which is Sharanam te samabhyetya kartasmi nripate tata yata tvatto bhayam bhuyo name kinchit bhavishyati. He said, I would ensure that I will not be afraid of you. I will ensure that I will not be afraid of you. I will reach your Sharanam. Sharanam here means the place, your place. I will reach your Sharanam. It also means I will surrender to you. It also means I will protect you. I am your Rakshakan. And I will not be afraid of you anymore. So, மறுபடியும் பயம் உண்டாகாதவாறு, there will be no more fear for me, which essentially means that I will get rid of you, which will be understood by Paundraka Vasudeva that he is scared and he has given up everything. So hereafter please have mercy on me and leave me alone. That's what Krishna tries to imply. And that is what he must have understood. So it was a double entontre. It was a double meaning in which he gave this message, which essentially means you have acquired some stupid chakraidam and shankhe and you dare call yourself as Lord Narayana. I will cure you of all these things. Soon you will get my chakra. You will get my ayudam, which means I will surrender, I will give my ayudams to you. It also means you will be finished with my ayudam. So the messenger went back to the king and delivered the reply which Krishna had given to the words of Paundraka. Then Krishna called for his chariot and went to Paundraka Desha. Paundraka heard that Krishna is coming. So he emerged out of the city with his army, because he knew that Krishna is not going to surrender. Krishna is not going to give up. He will come to fight, he knew. And the king of Kashi, the Kasi Rajan, he also was Paundraka's friend. So he also brought his army and joined the fight with Paundraka. Krishna saw Paundraka. He had a conch, he had a chakra, he had a gada, he had a shargam, he had a mace, everything. Just like the panchayidams that Sri Vishnu has. And he had a mole on his chest, Srivatsa. He was wearing a jewel which is a fake, which you can get in Chinatown, the Kaustuba. And that he had a garland which appeared like Vanamala, which Narayana has on his neck. So he had all the insignia, all the paraphernalia which Sriman Narayana has. So he also had a pitambaram around his waist. So Krishna looked at Paundraka and started laughing. He laughed with great amusement. How this actor would don the role and was trying to live the part and failing. So the fight immediately began, and he approached Paundraka in single fight. He said, "You sent a word that I have to give you my weapon, Chakraidam. Here it is, take my Chakraidam. I never did want to fight with anyone. You provoked me. You asked me to give up my name. You challenged me to fight with you. Here, take the Chakraidam." And the Chakraidam he could not even take. It simply cut his head, and Paundraka fell dead. And immediately after Paundraka was killed, after Krishna severed his head from his body with his chakra, in a matter of moments, the Kashi Rajan also came. The Kashi Rajan, and while Krishna was laughing and playing with this army, the Kashi Rajan came and Chakraida cut the Kashi Rajan's head also. And Kashi Rajan's head, which was severed by the Chakraidam, that head came all the way and was thrown in the midst of the Kashi city, the Kashi Nagar, and it fell down in Varanasi. So the Kashi residents were shocked. The head which came and fell down in the middle of the street in Varanasi, what is this? It appears like our king. Who cut this? Everybody was shocked. Everybody did not know why it had happened. And immediately they all could understand that Vasudeva, the Krishna, is the one who must have killed Paundraka and this Kashi Raja. So the son, the Kashi Rajan's son, came to know of this. He immediately understood that it must be Krishna. So he discussed with his family priest and assumed that with the japam, with the tapas, with the homam that he can perform in that Kashi Kshetram, in that Varanasi, by praying to Rudran, as advised by the priest. So immediately after doing all this, the Umapati Rudran was pleased and said, "Tell me what you want." And then of course the Maharishi said, we have faced this problem. Avimukte mahakshetre toshitastena shankaraha varam vishni vedi tata tam provacha dripatmajam. So here in this kshetram is so good that everybody comes here to get moksha. But this Rajaputran, now he wants a being, a devil, a demon, which can kill Krishna, the one who killed his father, the Kashi Rajan. So can you grant? Immediately, because here, Sasavavre Bhagavan Kritya Pitruhantur Vadayame Samuttishtatu Krishnasya Tvat Prasadat Maheshwara. The moment he asked, Pitruhantu me vadaya. See, in Sanskrit you need to be careful with words. Here he said Pitruhantur vadaya me. Pitruhantuhu me vadaya. என் தகப்பனை கொன்ற கண்ணன் என்னை கொல்வதற்கு காரியம் செய்ய வேண்டும், கிருத்தியை உண்டாகட்டும். It has to be understood that, and Rudran understood that way. The one who killed my father, and that one, he needs to kill me. For that you have to create. So it was coined in such a way that he said agreed, and hence the Anishta Artham has come. Paramashivan immediately blessed him, and from the Dakshinagni one Bhutam came. It came out, And in order to destroy Krishna, it was sent by this Kashi Putran, Kashi Raja's king's prince. So who would know that what had happened? So immediately the Agni, the Bhutam came and straight to Krishna. And people, because of the Jwala, because of the effulgence, because it was surrounded by flames, that Bhutam, that demoness. So Krishna, everybody came and told Krishna, who was playing chess and who was playing some cards and the games with his spouses. So he was playful with his spouses and enjoying with his family. And immediately Swami Desikan writes in Yadavabhyutayam, he continued with his play when people came and told that Dwarakavasis, the residents of Dwaraka, came and told Krishna. They surrendered to him. They said, there is one Bhutam which is coming. There is one evil that's coming to kill you. And it is made by Rudran Mahadevan in that Yagam. And for Kashi Putran, because of his tapas, because of his prayer. And immediately Krishna understood, because he is Sarvajna, he is omniscient. He understood the whole scenario, what was asked, what was understood, what was sent, he understood. So he sent the Chakraidam, and the moment Chakraidam was aimed towards that devil, and the devil started running away from the Chakraidam, that Agni Jwalai from the Chakraidam started chasing that devil, and that devil was almost getting burnt, and it came back to the Kashi Raja's place. And that Chakraidam came in such a hurry that it destroyed all the army of the Kashi's prince. And it went straight, it destroyed the whole entire army of the Kashi Raja or the prince. And then it not only did that, the elephant, the Rata Gaja Turaka Patati, the elephant, the horses, and the chariots, the palaces, everything was burnt by the Chakraidam. And finally, the son was also killed. So it was actually an upakaram done by Rudran for his Lord Vishnu here, because that particular word which was coined in that prayer. So that's why every Kashi Dahanam had happened that time. So here we need to understand that even when we recited the Vishnu Sahasranamam and the final Satyam Satyam Punah Satyam Uddritya Bhujamuchyate Veda Sastra Param Nasti Nadaivam Keshavat Param, Veda Vyasa says Satyam Satyam Punah Satyam, truth and nothing but truth. And he raised the word hands and said, this is Satyam, this is truth. There is no way I am going back on truth, because he is the one who wrote 18 Puranas. He is the one who compiled Vedantams. He is the one who is the son of sage Parashara, the one who wrote Vishnu Puranam. He is the one who wrote the Mahabharatam. He is the one who blessed us with Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranamam in that Mahabharatam. He is the one who wrote the Brahma Sutra, which is interpreted and commented by all the great acharyas like Sri Shankara, Adi Shankara, Sri Bhagavad Ramanuja, Madhvacharya. So he is Vyasam Vasishta Naptaram Shakte Pautram Akalmasham Parasharat Majam Vande Shuka Tatam Taponidhim. This Vyasa is none other. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave. Vyasa is the Vishnu Amsam. Otherwise, how could he have written so many things? There must be a dust particle of Vishnu. Otherwise, he would not have been able to write all this. And he is none other than Parasara's son. And he is none other than the grandson of sage Vasishta. Vyasam Vasishta Naptaram. Shakte Pautra, Shakti's grandson. Vasishta's great grandson, Napta. Vyasam Vasishta Naptaram Shakte Pautram Akalmasham Parasharat Majam. He is the son of Parashara. And Sukha Tatam, sage Sukha's father. What a great family of 5 generations. So Vyasa himself says, Satyam Satyam Punah Satyam Mudritya Bhujamuchyate. Veda Shastra Param Nasti Nadaivam Keshavat Param. There is no Shastra, bigger Shastra than the Vedas. And there is no bigger Lord, more supreme than Vishnu, Keshavan. And not only that, Alodya Sarva Shastrani Vicharyacha Punah Punaha Idamekam Sunishpannam Dhyeyo Narayano Hari or Dhyeyo Narayana Sada. Alodya Sarva Shastrani Vicharyacha Punah Punaha. Again and again Vicharyacha. I did research. Again and again I went and searched. Is the Supreme Lord mentioned in ambiguity? Is there any ambiguity in that? And he said, Alodya Sarva Shastrani, all Shastras, Vicharyacha Punah Punaha, again and again. Idamekam Sunishpannam. It was clearly established. Idamekam, this one. And which is Idamekam Sunishpannam Dhyeyo Narayana Sada. One has to contemplate and perform Dhyanam on Narayana. Not only that, even Rudran himself mentioned that he is performing tapas, penance. He is always in the yogic posture, you would have seen, on his Lord, because he is the son of Chaturmukha Brahma. Chaturmukha Brahma is the son of Vishnu. And it was delegated, the authority. Each was given one portfolio. Vishnu says, I will take care of the protection of humanity, the entire universe. You take care of the Srishti, I will give you powers. You take care of the Samharam, I will give you powers. So it is all the Trimurtis started dividing or distributing their roles. And Sarvajnan, Vedanta Desika mentions Rudran as Sarvajnan. He knows, he comprehends everything because of his tapas. In Mantra Rajapata Stotram, where he praises Lord Nrisimha, he mentions Dasa Bhuta Swatas Sarve Hyatmanaha Paramatmanaha Atohamapite Dasa Iti Matva Namamyaham. He says Dasa Bhuta Swatas Sarve Hyatmanaha Paramatmanaha. He says, I am your Dasan, and not just me. Chaturmukha Brahma is every Jivatma in this world, in this universe, in this Leela Vibhuti, is your Dasan. Atohamapite Dasa Iti Matva Namamyaham. Hence I perform namaskarams to you. That he mentions in Mantra Rajapata Stotram. So Purushottaman, in Purushottama Yogam, in Bhagavad Gita, he mentions, in Vishwarupa Yogam, he mentions that in him there is everyone, because Antar Bahicchatat Sarva Vyapya Narayana Stitaha. He is there inside and outside of everything and everyone as Narayana. He is there who takes these forms, these rupams, these avatarams. Because we should take that it is even in Purusha Sukta it says Ajayamano Bahuda Vijayate. The one who is not born takes many births. And so he takes these avatarams. One of them is Krishna avataram. So we may ask, if a God descends to assume a human body, does he not become defined or deluded by the human defects, the defects of our physical bodies? No, because his Tirumeni, his Divyamangala Vigraham is made of transcendental entity, Suddha Sattvam, the pure spiritual substance, though it looks like our body, physical body. The spiritual aspect is hidden from the sight of a common man. So for the yogis, the ardent upasakas, his spiritual forms becomes manifest. So he retains his spiritual force. He retains his Suddha Sattvam even when he takes avatarams. Even when he takes the Shaligrama avataram in our home, when we perform Trivaradana. Even when he takes the Archavataram in Tirumala, in Srirangam, in everywhere, the small deity that you have in your house, he takes which you perform Trivaradanam, he takes. So that needs to be understood. And hence, we need to always contemplate on the Supreme Lord and pray to Him to bless us with the right jnana. Adiyan. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Dhanyosmi Adi.